I would like to call to order the public hearing of the Newport News School Board for Tuesday, March 12, 2024. On behalf of the members of the school board and the superintendent, I welcome each of you present and watching. A quorum is present to transact the business of the school division. We do have one member of the school board who wishes to participate in our meeting electronically. As indicated in board policy BEE, electronic participation in meetings from remote location, the board member must make such request, cite the reason for remote attendance, and the board must approve the request by majority vote of the members present. So school board member Terry Best has made such a request. Dr. Best, are you with us?
She's muted.
She was earlier.
She's muted. Dr. Best, are you with us?
Stage fright.
Going once?
She's muted.
Can you see her face? Okay. Let me see if I can contact her real quick.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. So the last portion is that for you to join, we need you to share with us your request to join remotely.
Yes, good evening. I am respectfully requesting to join the meeting remotely because I have to take care of some family business out of town and unable to be present there today. Thank you.
So thank you. Hearing Dr. Best's request, what is the pleasure of the board? Do I have a motion?
Yes, Madam Chair. I would like to make a motion to extend this privilege to the Vice Chair.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Ms. Amon? For that, I'm sorry. Mr. Brown?
4.
Mr. Harris?
4.
Mr. Hunter?
4.
Mrs. Searles Law?
4.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, thank you so much. So we will begin tonight's meeting with the pledge to the flag. Mr. Hunter, since you are with us tonight, would you please do the honors?
Yes, could we all please stand? Please face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You all may be seated.
Thank you. Nicely done. Thank you. At this time, the board will open its public hearing for comments regarding the proposed FY 2025 operating budget. And I will emphasize that tonight's meeting is strictly on the budget, so comments need to be limited to that topic. So at this time, prior to the comments, we're going to have a short overview. And Dr. Mitchell, can you let us know our direction here?
Good evening, Madam Chair, Vice Chair, and members of the school board. Our mission is to ensure that all students matriculate through Newport News Public Schools and graduate college, career, and citizen ready. The proposed 2025 fiscal year budget presents the financial picture that actualizes our mission. The theme this year is staying the course, keeping the same steady focus on our priorities. Scarlett Minto, our Chief Financial Officer, will provide a brief overview of the proposed operating budget for fiscal year 2025. Ms. Minto, thank you.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Madam Co-Chair, members of the board, and Dr. Mitchell. It is my pleasure to provide a brief overview of the superintendent's proposed budget we presented to the school board on March 4th. The superintendent's proposed fiscal year 2025 operating budget will support the goals and visions set by the school district strategic plan Journey 2025. These are the budget drivers for 2025 as we stay the course. This spending plan supports all the current programs and staffing required to continue accelerated learning, address attendance challenges, maintain our student and staff supports, professional development, youth development, and family engagement. This spending plan also ensures recruitment and retention, safety, technology, and operations, and maintenance of our schools and facilities will remain a priority. The fiscal year 2025 proposed operating budget of $386.6 million represents a 1.4% increase over this year's spending plan. New revenue includes a state increase of $1.7 million and a city increase of $3.5 million. We are not expecting any meaningful change in federal funding, which includes impact aid and other revenue, such as athletic events. In total, we are projecting $5.2 million in new funding over fiscal year 24. And looking at the revenue another way, this pie chart shows our major revenue sources. You can see that the state provides 66.7% of our revenue and the city provides 31.8%, with federal and other revenue less than 2% of the $386.6 million in revenue. During our fiscal year 25 budget planning process, we identified 18 positions funded by grants that we need to now fund in operating as these grants support is ending this year. This includes 8 family engagement specialists to ensure we have support at all elementary and middle schools, and 10 technical support specialists to ensure we are able to provide classroom technology support for one-to-one technology. We will repurpose vacant positions and associated funding to have a net zero increase to the operating budget. The superintendent's proposed budget continues to make compensation a priority to ensure we can attract and retain the most qualified staff. The superintendent's proposed budget recommends a general staff increase of 2%, maintains the division teacher scale with 1.5% between steps years 1 through 30, increase in teacher starting pay to $53,000, and as funding permits, provide support staff compression adjustments. The superintendent's budget will continue to fund school safety. This includes maintaining the current security staffing model, expansion and maintenance of lighting, access controls, and security cameras, maintaining our K-9 services and our weapons detection systems. The superintendent's proposed budget includes an ongoing investment in staffing, network supports, and replacement equipment to support the Journey 25 technology plan, and this includes ensuring 100% of our students have access to computing devices, providing all students equal learning opportunities to learn anywhere, anytime. The superintendent's proposed budget allocates funding for the maintenance and operations of our schools, buildings, facilities, and landscapes. This includes utilities, pest control, electrical, stormwater management, roofing repairs, carpentry, and flooring, for example. For fiscal year 25, we expect an increase in healthcare costs of up to just over 13%. However, we are working to reduce this cost through plan design and other health plan options. Based on the current projections, we are recommending the employee share in the projected increased cost to the health plans. However, this is something we will fine-tune later in the year prior to our 2025 enrollment process. These are our operating expenditures, with salaries and benefits making up $337.8 million, or 87% of the superintendent's proposed budget, and $48.8 million, or 13%, for all non-personnel related expenditures. This visual shows the proposed budget by function. Instructional services is the largest part of our budget, 70.8%, or $273.6 million for fiscal year 25. The next biggest slice, 10.7%, or $41.4 million, is operations and maintenance, which includes plant services, custodial services, security, and warehouse services. Technology is $17.4 million, or 4.5%. The next steps for the superintendent's proposed. Tonight is our public hearing. On March 19th, we will seek school board approval of the superintendent's proposed fiscal year 2025 budget. If the public has additional questions, suggestions, or comments, they may go to this operating budget link shown here and select the budget feedback form. Thank you, and this concludes our brief overview of the superintendent's proposed budget for fiscal year 2025.
Thank you, Ms. Mentos. Appreciate your time. So the board considers this an opportunity to listen to your comments and will consider your concerns in its deliberations. We ask that you comply with our 3-minute time limit so that all persons who desire to comment may have an opportunity to do so. As you begin your comments, a green light will come on, a yellow light signals that you have 30 seconds remaining, and a red light beep indicates your time is up. I want to make sure that everyone has gotten a comment card who would like to comment. So thank you very much for adhering to our guidelines. And as your name is called, would you please come forward? I have Paul Crawford. Paul Crawford.
Good evening. My name is Paul Crawford. I'm a carpenter in plant services. I'm simply here. I've never done this before, never been before you guys before. Just to ask that you don't forget plant services and our salaries. I've been here 11 years, and as far as I know, I've never had an experience raise. The salary compression in our shop is getting to the point of ridiculous. We in plant services have watched, and I know that there's been COVID and lots of compelling reasons, but we've seen the teachers, the custodians, the bus drivers all have these compression raises. And to my knowledge, I haven't seen one, so we're still waiting. When we ask, often the answer is, well, there's really nothing that can be done. That's kind of how it is. I know that some of these jobs we have, for instance, in the electrician shop right now, they're down 3 positions. 3 people left in the last few months for greener pastures. So I know that retention is a problem, and if you want to hang on, I feel like we have a pretty good group of people there. And frankly, if you want to hang on to them, I think we need to take care of them. What prompted me to be here today and to start thinking about this seriously was we had a new employee in the carpenter shop that's supposedly 3 pay grades below me, hired in making more than I am. I've been there 11 years. Everybody that I mention this to says that doesn't make any sense. But like I said, before this, I've heard people say that, we're working on it, but we never see many results. I've done the math. If you take his salary and you extrapolate out from that, using the same percentages on the budget, on the pay scale that's on the website, on the school board website, I'm about 40% short. I don't know if my math is right, but I have a feeling that it can't be that far off. So that's simply what I'm asking. It's kind of demoralizing. I like working for the school system. My kids went here. I like making the place better. It's a good job, but I'm just asking that maybe you don't forget us again. So when it says support, last year it said something about support staff raises, and I got a little excited, but it wasn't us. So Anyway, thank you for your time. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. This is his name. Okay. Okay, do we have any additional comment cards for the budget this evening? I did, but the other one isn't budget related. Going once? And going twice?
Excuse me, Madam Chair,
Yes.
mine is not a budget.
No.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, unless the request is that it be included in the budget, that's not the way it was written? Okay. All right. Come forward then. Yes, go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Dr. James Graves, NNEA President. It's been brought to our attention that most of our schools need additional AEDs in the high schools and the middle schools. From what I've been told, that this AED, like from here, you have to run by Tar Stadium and get it and come back. I'm just exaggerating, but you have to walk a long way to get to the AED and come back. So some of the members are saying, could we have additional AEDs in the budget to make sure that AED is a lot shorter, so when teachers or staff have to go get the AEDs, that's a lot shorter than going a long way. That's what maybe I did it wrong, but that's what the budget situation about.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for your clarity. I appreciate that. Okay, you got that note? Yeah. Okay, great. So one more time, I will ask if we have any more cards for this evening. Well, as there is no other business, we will stand adjourned. Thank you.